Hey y'all, Irix Guy here. I wanted to do a video review of the new Nikon COOLPIX, and this is the, let's see, here it says on the top right there. It's the AW110. Now this camera is cool not only because it's shock resistant and waterproof and also has Wi-Fi, but it's got the GPS, so if you want to tag your photos where they were taken. This is an excellent camera for a vacation, especially if you're going to be near the water or in the water, because you can slap a very high capacity memory card in here and take it wherever, snorkeling, scuba diving. Like I said, it's waterproof up to 59 feet, it says. So it gives you the ability to film, shoot still photos. Obviously, if you're familiar with the Nikon brand, and I have a Nikon DSLR, a D3000, they just take incredibly sharp pictures. So this is a camera that one would use if they want to take it in the water. They don't want to worry about the camera getting wet. I mean, this is something you can throw in your swimsuit and just have the luxury of taking photos in the water, out of the water, taking videos. I mean, obviously it's got a screw type tripod mount right there where you can attach it to a tripod. And I'll do another video where I actually get into the user interface, but it has a, as you can see there, it says world map display. So it's got some sort of mapping feature that's built into the display. It's supposed to be pretty cool. And that's the thing with Nikon. It's a camera that, and you may have checked out my other video where I reviewed another waterproof, actually a couple waterproof cameras, a Lumix TS3 by Panasonic, and then also an older Fuji waterproof camera. But this is the latest and greatest that I have, and it's, let's take a look at the battery compartment here. Keep in mind, I just got this camera, so bear with me while I oh, that's cool. Did you see that? That right there locks to better prevent you got to push down, screw left, it pops up. That's where you can attach your AV cable, your USB cable, insert your memory card. Now I'm going to use an SD XC card that's class 10 and 64 gigs. That's your battery compartment right there. You can see this is rubberized to better prevent water from leaking. Really nice design. I like the locking mechanism on this. I much prefer it to the Panasonic Lumix TS3 that I had. So just to reiterate, for this to leak, someone would have to both push down and screw to the left to make it pop open. So it's not just, if it was just screw to the left, that would be a problem, but having that extra step makes it really nice. I like the position of the buttons on the back. And they've got, instead of a smushy rubbery feel, they're a hard plastic feel, so very tactile. Very wide display here. The built-in display on this is much larger than the Panasonic Lumix TS3 that I have as well. The on-off buttons on the top, and then the record video is right there, whereas snap still photo is up there. That's kind of neat how they separated those, because I know with my Lumix TS3, and I keep using that as a comparison because if you've watched Irix Guy's Adventure channel, youtube.com/IRIXGuy. I've got hundreds of videos that I've filmed with the Panasonic Lumix TS3. Great camera. But I just wanted to take it to the next level and get some of the latest tech. And do comparisons as well. There's a map thing right there. I'm assuming that probably has to do with the world map feature. Again, this is just the review. I want to review the camera right out of the box. And then in the spirit of IRIX Guy's Adventure Channel, I'm really going to put this camera through its paces. So I'm going to film in the water. I'm going to film out of the water. I'm going to do still photos, videos. Really see what this camera can do. So yeah, the design, just holding it in my hand, it's very nice. The finish of it looks good. You can get it in other colors if you want to as well. I like the placement of the lens up here. Now, something that it does come with is an adapter. And you may have thought, well, why do they not include the lens protector? But what this is a mount that you can install, and then it'll enable you to attach filters to the camera. So that's something I'm going to further research. Like I said, I just got this, so this is my first impressions review video. Obviously, if I haven't mentioned earlier, it has the GPS so that you can geotag your photos. So if you're on a trip, maybe exploring an area while backpacking or something, and you don't know where you are, using GPS will later enable you to see on the map where you snap that photo. And again, it's got this nice battery, lithium-ion battery pack, and it comes with the battery charger. Something I will test in a later video is whether or not it can charge inside the camera by way of USB, or if you have to use this charger. Because I know if you're like me, when you're filming in the field, you really want to minimize the amount of camera gear that you take. I mean, you want to have what you need, but ideally, if this battery will charge with this included USB cable, in my opinion, that would be much superior to having to take this, because this is just bulk in your field pack with all of your other cameras and equipment. Comes with a little wrist lanyard that you can attach. What I'm going to use, and actually I'm going to get it right now, is the let's see, I'm getting it. Give me just a second, y'all. I'm going to use the Nordic Flash, which is a floating camera wrist thing. I've got it here somewhere. I'm getting it. So this is the Nordic Flash, and you can find a link within this video's description to where not only you can find an order link for this Nikon AW110, but I'll also include in that link the Nordic Flash. And this is really cool, and I want to show you why it's so cool. You can just simply push on this, and this will detach. This is the piece that you, and again, this is an extra thing. This didn't come with a Nikon. But you just thread that through there, and then bam, put that on that. If you want to use this by itself out of the water, you can, just a little small piece. But ultimately what you would do is put this on there. Not only does this provide you with a wrist strap to carry your camera, but it also provides you with flotation. So in the event that your camera falls off of your sailboat, in the event that a big wave hits you and your camera leaves your body, this will enable it to float. And not only float, but to be seen, because if you're in the water, you've probably noticed that items that are blue, such as this blue camera, would be hard to spot. But if you get something of bright yellow color, it creates a more visible profile within the water. So you can see this bobbing. You can pull your sailboat up, throw out a hook, do a man overboard rescue, and retrieve your camera. So just a great accessory that I would highly encourage people to consider for the AW110. And then obviously we already went through, this was the little thing that came with it. It's not a floating strap. The lens cover, it comes with a neck strap if you want to use it. I personally don't like to wear a camera around my neck. It's just my personal preference. And then it came with this AV cable, so you could plug it into a TV and watch whatever. Now I'm not going to use that either, because ultimately everything I create with it, it'll turn into a YouTube video on youtube.com/IRIXGuy. So that's how I plan to use my video. Just really incredible. I mean, I could go on, and again, this is just the first impressions video, but just the features that I've already pointed out without even diving deeply into playing with it. And see, there's your zoom in and zoom out. Just a really nice feel to it. So I can't wait to play with this and share with everyone not only the pictures and videos that are created, but just the user experience using this new Nikon. So thanks for watching. Again, check the video description. You can find a link. I've made a lot of photos of this camera, and I'll include the other videos as well. So you can check this video description for a link with order information, as well as photos, more information about the camera, pictures of the camera, videos made with the camera. Just really good stuff. And again, I'll also include a link to the Nordic Flash on that page as well. So thanks for watching. Share this video with others. Subscribe if you haven't already. youtube.com/IRIXGuy. Y'all have a good day.